So today we are going to be diving deep here into the OnePlus 12, really doing a full-on walkthrough with this device right here to see everything that it has to offer, really going deep into the settings. So if you're someone who's been thinking about buying a OnePlus 12 for yourself, but you're still kind of unsure because you don't know everything that it has to offer and you want to make sure it's worth your purchase, well, hopefully this video will help you out in making that decision. Or maybe you have a OnePlus 12 for yourself, but you really haven't dug deep into the device. Hopefully you will learn something new about the OnePlus 12 here in this video. And I'll be honest, there's still a lot that I have yet to discover about this device. So we'll be learning a few things together here in this video. It's gonna be pretty lengthy, so if you haven't already yet, make sure to grab some snacks, popcorn, maybe a drink, anything to help you get you through this video. But let's go and dive right in, starting with the lock screen. So as you can see right here, I am using that always on display, which is gonna give you, the time, the date, the battery percentage, and your notifications. It's gonna give you some icons right here to let you know if you get an email, text messages, maybe a missed phone call, and you'll be able to see all that without actually having to wake the screen or unlock your device, which also helps you save battery without having to unlock your device and go in and do all that. You can just, pick up your phone and see right there if you have anything going on. And then if you'll notice, I am using that in-display fingerprint sensor, which works flawlessly every single time. And then going back to the lock screen, you'll also notice down here at the bottom left and right, we have options to either use the flashlight or the camera. But in order to use these, it's not gonna work by, simply tapping on the icon. No. So with the flashlight, you actually have to press, hold, and swipe, and it'll turn that flashlight on. And it's gonna be the same thing to turn it off. Press, hold, and swipe, and it'll turn off that flashlight. And same thing with the camera. Press, hold, and swipe. It'll open up the camera, and then you can just swipe either the right side or the left side to go back. So pretty nice little convenient features there, especially for someone who uses your camera all the time. It's easy just to swipe up and start using it. But let's go ahead and go into the device here. As you can see, I also have that double tap to wake and double tap to sleep. Now, of course, as you all may know by now, when it comes to the home screens, you're able to really customize these home screens to get it to fit your needs and make it more convenient for you. So we got widgets, we got different folders, we got apps, and this is how I have mine set up right here. Going over to the left, we do have that Google feed, as you can see here, which is gonna give you news and just recommend different things to, read up on online. And then you have your Google search bar up there at the top. And if I click my icon right there, it'll take me into my actual Google account right here, where I can go through, a new Chrome incognito tab. I can go through my search history, results about me, tasks, my profile, just all of those Google settings. And then you can press the X to go back, or just swipe either right or left on the edges to take you back as well. But starting with the home screen right here and seeing the different options that we have, if I press and hold on the empty spot in my home screen right here, you will see that it'll give me options to, take out a widget if I want, or even add widgets, or take out, folders if I want to as well, or, apps. But down here at the bottom, it's gonna give me different settings to mess with, such as wallpapers. So let's go ahead and start with that. As you can see, we got different options for wallpapers. We got live wallpapers. If we want to tap on that, it'll kind of give us, a little sample of what it's going to look like if you decide to choose one here. And then you can press apply and apply that wallpaper. Or if I go down here, we got pretty much the same wallpapers, but static, which is still wallpapers. And we've got some nice, we got a nice choice of wallpapers here on this device right here. If you don't want it to download your own or anything like that, I mean, these wallpapers look great on this display right here. I mean, the colors really pop. It's got a nice vibrant display looking really, really good. And again, you can just hit apply to set that wallpaper basically. And if you press this little option down here, it's gonna give you the wallpaper zoom off. So it basically zooms it in for you, or you can choose for it to not zoom in so much on that wallpaper. And then going down, nothing more. So you got static, you got live, and then you got workshop and album. So of course, album is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, it's gonna allow you to use a picture from your photo album. But if you click on workshop right here, you can create your own wallpapers, take or select a photo, and transform it into a unique wallpaper. So you could take a picture straight from this little selection right here, or you can choose from your actual gallery right here. So say I pick this one right here, I can choose that. As you can see, it's gonna kind of mess with it a little bit, waiting, and then it's basically taking the colors from that wallpaper, and it's kind of creating something new for me here. So that's, this almost looks like the original wallpaper, but kind of looks like it's more zoomed in. So it's actually pretty cool. So if you already have an existing wallpaper in your photo album, but you want to make it look a little different, I mean, look at that. So let's go ahead and apply it. Let's just see what it looks like. Go ahead and apply. Home and lock screens, that's all right. Let's go home. And look at that. Now we have that, different wallpaper that was made from an already existing photo in our album. So going back, those are all the wallpaper settings. And now we have icons. So if I click on icons, as you can see, it's going to give me some icons here at the top: Facebook, Instagram, Amazon, Snapchat, blah, blah, blah. And then going down, we actually have different, I guess, icon shapes. So you have your pebble shape. You have your material shape, which is more squarish, as you can see, which I personally don't like that look. That's kind of old school look. I mean, there may be some people that still like that. And then you have aqua more, I don't know, it doesn't finish the word right there, but it's basically a square with rounded edges, which kind of gives me like that iPhone vibe, I guess. I think the iPhone icons kind of look like that, but I do prefer the pebble because it's more of a rounded shape. And then you have custom as well. So yeah, you still have your different shapes down here. What we just saw, that's a different kind of unique shape right there, kind of like a stop sign looking shape, and then your square with the rounded edges. But I'm going to keep it on that pebble looking one. And then you can also change the size if you want them smaller, if you want them bigger. I kind of like to keep mine about right there, or you can restore it. And then you have adopt system colors, which is in beta. Let's see if we turn that on. As you can see, I actually kind of like that. It kind of matches your background, the wallpaper that you have going on here. So I think I'm actually going to keep it like that. It has more of a simplistic look to it, but I actually think it looks really nice. Like I said, it is in beta, so it may not work all the time. I'm really not sure, but maybe I'll let you guys know in a future video if it ends up, messing up on me or anything like that. And then we got show app names, which of course you can turn off, you can turn on, and then you can decide to make the app names bigger or smaller. And I kind of like to keep mine right there. And then I'll just go ahead and hit apply. It's applying, boom, look at that. If I go into my app drawer here, as you can see, it changed up all my apps to make it more fit my background here. So it's actually really cool. And it's got a nice simplistic look to it. I personally like it. And then we have the option for widgets. So if I click on widgets, it's gonna give me the option to add different widgets to my home screen. So of course we have different clock widgets to choose from. Look at all those. And then we have these over here. You got the big letters right there when it comes to the date to let you know what day it is, the time, the date. And then of course you got more to choose from right here. And then we got the world clock at the end where you can add, different time zones as well. And then, depending on what apps you have, certain apps will allow you to add different widgets to your home screen as well. So of course I have Bestbuy, got the calendars as well, got the Chrome browser widgets, contact, conversation widgets, digital well-being, Google Drive, Gmail, Google. I mean, you pretty much get the gist of it. Just me scrolling through here. You get a map widget, which could become, be pretty handy for some people if you want it just right there on your home screen all the time. Netflix, notes. You got OnePlus clock widgets right here, PayPal, photos. So you can actually kind of create like a photo album on your home screen. So you can have it, changing different photos throughout the day if you want to. That way you don't actually have to go into the gallery and look at certain photos. I mean, you can see it right there on your home screen if you want to go that route. And then of course, we got just tons more widgets here to choose from. And me personally, the widgets that I'm currently using are the clock widget with the time, the date and the weather. Got my Google search bar widget and my YouTube widget right there. And if I go to my other home screen, I'm using the calendar widget as well. And I really like this YouTube widget right here because it allows me to search straight from the home screen with either voice or typing. I can go straight into my home of YouTube, straight to shorts, or straight to my subscription page, as you can see there. So very, very nice. And then we also have layout that we can customize on here as well. So it's basically allowing us to switch up how many apps we want on the home screen. So we got a 5x6 layout, 5x5, 4x6, 4x5, 3x6, or 3x5, which is going to allow you to apply less apps to your home screen. And of course, I have it set to the highest 5x6. Let me go ahead and go back. And then we have transitions. Now, some people might like this because it's really gonna look like you really customize your phone. So I currently have mine on default, but you have the option to use a roll effect, which is really cool, a cube effect, a flip, you got card, or tilt. Now this roll one actually looks really cool. It kind of reminds me of back in the days when I would customize my home screen to do this with different launchers. So I actually go ahead and apply that role right there. And then if we click on more, it gives us more home screen settings. So we got the home screen mode, either in drawer mode or standard mode. If we go to standard mode, it's not going to allow us to have that app drawer. So look at this, it's gonna switch everything up. It's gonna put, look at this, all of my apps on the home screen. So now there is no app drawer. But if I go back and switch it back up, hopefully it'll switch back to how I had my home screen. Yeah, see, okay, so your home screen will not delete, you know, your however you have it set up, it's not going to delete if you do happen to, you know, switch it up to just basically all the apps on the home screen. And then we have home screen layout, which, you know, we basically went over already. Icon pull down gesture. So swipe upward on the left or right side of the screen to pull down app icons without lifting your finger. Continue swiping to add an icon and release to open the app. Turn that on or off. Then you have a global search option you can turn on or off. Lock home screen layout, lock to home screen layout so you don't accidentally move or delete things. I have that off. Icon autofill, I have that off. Double tap to lock, that I do have on, which I showed you guys earlier. And also I have the double tap to wake as well, which is actually down here, double tap to wake or turn off screen. And also have the swipe down on home screen for notification drawer. Now you can use it to bring down the shelf or global search. For me personally, I just like to bring down the notification drawer. It's just more convenient for me personally. Let me go ahead and go back to more right here. Where are we? And then we have app animation speed. Of course, I have mine on fast because I want the snappiest experience possible with the OnePlus 12 right here. Now there is a raise to wake option, which I do have off because I don't want it to wake every time I raise my device. That's why I have my always on display. Like I said, if I do have notifications that I want to check, then I will go ahead and unlock my device myself or wake it up. Again, double tap to wake, turn off or turn off screen. Show media player on lock screen. I do have that turned on. You got lock screen shortcuts. So we have the flashlight like you guys saw earlier. Now that camera is going to be there, or you can switch it to Snapchat, QR code. You can have none. You can have it do the Google Assistant, but I'll go ahead and keep it with the flashlight there. And then you got pocket miss touch prevention. Prevent accidental touches that may occur while your phone is in your pocket, which I do have turned on. That way, my phone isn't accidentally unlocking for whatever reason. I don't know how it's going to actually unlock, but at least my screen isn't waking or accidentally swiping to turn on the flashlight or open up that camera and, you know, drain down my battery. And then you have a recent tasks manager. You can display RAM information if you want to. And then it just gives you other options, things you might be looking for. But of course, we're gonna go into that a little bit later. So let's go ahead and go back. And now we are done with all of the home screen stuff. That's everything you can edit straight from the home screen itself. Now, if I pull straight down, of course, it's going to give me my, you know, notifications. Let me go ahead and swipe to the left or right to get rid of them. I do have the do not disturb turned on right now. That way my phone doesn't go off if someone happens to call me or text me or whatever. So if you scroll down once, this is what you're gonna get. You get a few of your quick toggles. Flashlight, airplane mode, location, home, whatever. And then you have your Wi-Fi, of course, and Bluetooth with this, which is pretty self-explanatory. You do have the option to control your brightness, or you can put it on auto. I don't like having it on auto or adaptive brightness. I like setting the brightness exactly where I want it, and that's where I have it. If I swipe down one more time, we get access to more right here. So up at the top, you get 3 dots for editing tiles or media output. And when it says editing tiles, I mean these tiles right here that we are currently looking at, which there is tons to choose from. You can delete, if there's, you know, certain tiles up here in this notification bar that you don't want, you can easily take it off if you want, like this eye comfort one. I don't really need that. But if you do want to add some, you got some extras down here. Maybe there's something up here that you don't see, but it might possibly be down here. So you can actually add some. So let's see, we got eye comfort, app lock, super power saving. Let's see, I don't need any of this stuff, but like I said, it's down here if you do need it. Live caption, let's see. If I wanna add that, I can add that and add it up there for me, as you can see. IR remote, I'll go ahead and add that as well. Even though I already have it on my home screen, just makes it a lot more convenient. So you can be able to customize this how you want. So let me go ahead and go back here. And then we also have the media output, which of course I just have the, speaker that is currently, the internal speakers on the device. But if you have your phone currently connected to an external speaker, or maybe your earbuds, you can, be able to choose where you want your media output to go. So going back now, if I click on the settings right here, so that's basically it for this right here. Of course, you do have your, your Wi-Fi settings, pretty self-explanatory. Same thing with the Bluetooth settings right here, connect to different Bluetooth devices. But if I go into the actual settings right here, as you can see, got a lot to go through right here. So you got your search bar, of course. If there's something that you can't find yourself in the settings, you can go ahead and just search it up here at the top. So say I want to search for, I don't know, system software. Whoops, not spelling that right. Software update. Let's see, if I press search, no results. Okay, what if I want to just do system update? Maybe I'm looking for a system update. I see it's going to give me some options to choose from. So it's a pretty convenient way to search through your settings as well, just from the search bar alone. You have a flexible window, watch animated tutorials to learn how to use floating windows. So it's going to give you little tutorials there if you want, one-handed mode, hollow audio, experience sound from different locations, spatial audio, start your 3D immersive listening experience now. So it's kind of going to help you learn how to use your device as well with these 4 little options up here. And as you can see right here, you got my name, Josh Q. Enjoy exclusive benefits and services designed for you. Now, if you don't have a OnePlus account, I recommend getting one, especially if you have a OnePlus device, because if you go into this OnePlus account right here, it's going to show you your points, different points that you have just for having a device or making different purchases or whatever. But you can get $20 off on OnePlus phones, 15% off OnePlus audio, free shipping. And it's, whoops, let me go back here. And then it's going to give you other stuff that you can look through, of course. It's going to show you, new devices that they have coming out, like the new OnePlus 12R Genshin NPAC Edition. Just other little stuff that it'll recommend here. Save $30 off with OnePlus 12 series purchases. If I go down, got member activity. You can request a repair straight from this app right here. You can take a look at your protection plan. And yeah, and then you got recommended like reviews down here as well. Look at Flossie Carter right there. So that's the Red Cable Club membership right there. And it's totally free. You don't pay for anything. Going down, we already took a look at Wi-Fi. You got your, mobile network settings right here. You do have the option to put 2 SIM cards in here. Of course, I only have one in this device. You can turn your mobile data on or off. You got your data usage, your eSIM. You can download and activate a carrier profile to use a virtual SIM card. And then you have more settings here, which you can turn on or off that 5G connection. Then we'll go ahead and go back. And then we have your Bluetooth settings, which we went to already. Then we have connection and sharing. So we got airplane mode within this, personal hotspot, pretty self-explanatory. You can set up a VPN, NFC, unlock doors, make payments, or connect other smartphone devices by holding the back of your device up to an NFC reader. You can turn that on or off. I currently have it off at the moment. Private DNS, you got Android Auto. You can use apps on your car display. And you can kind of, go through the Android Auto settings. And this is just something totally different that you're gonna have to, do with your own vehicle if your vehicle does support Android Auto. And then we have multi-screen connect. So let me go ahead and do this because obviously I haven't, messed with this yet on my device. So it looks like we can search for nearby devices for pairing and connection. It can notify me if in-app events or services. And yeah, I can turn that on, both on, agree and continue. Let's see, multi-screen connect requires the following permissions. Location, okay, let's agree and continue. Only this time, allow, okay, allow, okay, whatever. Okay, agree and continue. There we go. That's quite the process there. Okay, so your device will automatically connect to nearby devices signed in to the same account. Auto connection is only available on devices running Oxygen OS 13.1 or later versions. So looks like we'll be able to connect to other devices as well using this. We got screen mirroring, content sync, app relay, communications sharing as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off for now. And then we got link to Windows. I am not connected to a Microsoft account, so I'm not even going to sign in and attempt this, but as you can see, you are able to link it to a Windows account if you do have one. Screencast, pretty self-explanatory. Search for display devices. You can cast your phone screen to a TV or other display devices, hide notifications, screen off castings. Screen casting will continue when the screen is off. So that's nice. It'll help you save more battery life on your device here. Smart notification. Let me go ahead and go back. Let's see, we got print on. So you can print stuff straight from your device. Obviously, you can add a printer or certain printers will pop up. Of course, if you have that Bluetooth turned on. And then you have Quick Connect, quickly discover and connect to nearby devices. Going on, let's see, we've already took a look at wallpapers. We've got always on display. So there's different always on displays that you can choose from as well. Contextual info, show music info on the always on display. I have that off. More display settings. You got display mode all day. You can change up the info, new notifications, different Bitmoji, canvas, custom patterns, text. So this is stuff that you can add to your always on display, and just more stuff down here that you can add onto your always on display right now. So it's cool that, they give us different options to be able to customize that always on display. Colors, quick settings, default, square, squircle, fingerprint animation. As you can see, I got mine on the bubble, but you got different ones. You got fizz, stardust, cosmos, ripple, stripe, fireworks, or none if you don't want one. But I have mine on a bubble. I like the bubble one. And then you have edge lighting as well. So a nice little feature, when you get a notification, the edges will light up. I do have the blue settings, but you got red and what is this, like kind of like an orange, yellowish setting, gold, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But I do have mine on blue because blue is my favorite color. Going back from wallpaper and style, let's see, was that it? Yeah. Okay, so you can change up the font and icons as well. Going to home screen and lock screen, basically went through all of this earlier. And then we got display and brightness. So if I click on that, you can use light mode or dark mode. Me personally, I use dark mode just because I like the way it looks better. And it also helps save battery life as well. You can schedule your, sunset to sunrise. You can customize it, but nope, I'm gonna leave that off. I like dark mode all the time. Then you have dark mode settings. You can enhance, medium, or gentle. I like it on enhanced, so the darkest mode possible. You can adjust wallpapers to dark mode, adjust icons to dark mode, reduce contrast in low light conditions. I have that off. Dark mode for third-party apps, that's in beta. Let me go ahead and go back here. Let's see what else we got. Of course, brightness, auto brightness, screen color mode. Natural is recommended. Now, you can turn it on vivid to really give those colors a nice pop, a nice saturated look. But since it said natural was recommended, this is how I've had it since using the device, just for the, for the review period. That way, because that's what it's recommending. I'm not sure why, but maybe because when you take photos and you go back and look at those photos, they'll look as natural as they need to, and they'll look the way they're supposed to instead of looking extra saturated just because you have that vivid mode on. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and leave it on now that I've already done my full review video with this device right here, because I actually like the way that looks right there. Let's see, and then we got eye comfort and sleep. Pretty self-explanatory. You got a bedtime mode. Eye comfort, you can turn that on or off. Smart, custom, ultra anti-flicker, which is turned on. Uses proprietary anti-flicker technology to ensure consistent color and smoothness while minimizing flicker. So that's a nice option right there. You got natural tone display, adapts the screen to ambient lighting conditions for consistent colors in any environment. You got different font, display size. Of course, you got large, standard, or small. Go ahead and keep it on standard there. Image sharpener I do have on. That way I can get the sharpest image possible on this device right here on this beautiful display. Video color boost I do have on. Auto rotate. I'm actually gonna turn that on. I'll leave it on. That's if you maybe you have your phone like this, you wanna watch something, you turn it like this, it'll auto rotate for you when watching content and things like that, or looking at photos. You got auto screen time off, which I have mine set to 10 minutes. Adaptive sleep, you got screen resolution. I do recommend putting it at the highest if you want the sharpest image possible, the best looking display possible for the OnePlus 12 right here. And then you got adaptive details enhancement, intelligently recognizes your scene and brings out the subtle details for video and reader apps. And then of course you have your refresh rate, which gives you the option to have it, auto select automatically uses the optimal refresh rate for your device to bring you a continuous smooth experience and conserve battery power. Or you got standard, which is going to give you 60 Hertz. And then you have high, which is going to give you that 120 Hertz. You got app specific refresh rate, which you can force an app to use 120 Hertz. So say I have, you know, let's see, Android Auto, I don't really care about that. Dragon Ball Legends, I can force it to 120 hertz, Disney Plus, force it to 120 hertz. So that's nice that they let you go in and edit all of that. So definitely using that 120 hertz for the smoothest experience possible here with the OnePlus 12. Then we have a full screen for apps, pretty self-explanatory. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's see, where are we? We got sounds and vibration. So you got live caption, automatically caption speech. If I go into that, you can use it. You can have it on, you can have it off. Hide profanity. Profanity will be replaced with an asterisk symbol. So if you don't want that on your device, hey, boom, you can hide it right there if you would like to. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that on because I don't use any profanity, so that works great for me. I didn't even know that was there. We got vibrate on ring, vibration intensity, turn off media sounds in silent mode, do not disturb. Volume settings right here, pretty self-explanatory. Different ringtones, and we're not gonna go through all the ringtones, but you know, the different ringtones are there if you want to go through them yourself when you get this device. I mostly have my phone on vibrate anyways. Notification tone, we got more sounds, dial pad tone, let me turn that off, lock screen sound, screenshot sound, deletion sound, fingerprint animation sound, and touch sound. Let's see, we got Dolby Atmos. I do have that turned on. As you can see there, Dolby Atmos settings cannot be adjusted when spatial audio is turned on. As you can see, I do have spatial audio turned on. I have that set to fix for the best sound experience possible with the OnePlus 12 right here. Got Holo Audio. I do have that turned off. Experience sound from different locations when playing multiple audio sources at the same time. So pretty nice option to use there. Haptics. The haptics on here, let me tell you, the haptics on this device, they're great. I mean, it's so satisfying when typing or using different things that requires that little vibration. And that's where I have mine set. I can actually set it higher if I want, but it's like this says right here, how touches feel, they feel crisp. You can have them feel gentle, but I like mine on crisp. So very nice haptics here. If I click on more, let's see, volume button functions, media volume, of course, I'm gonna leave it there. Default device, external device when available, use an external device for recording whenever one is connected. All right, I'm going to leave that as is. Let's see, what else do we have here? Notifications and status bar, something we kind of already went through earlier. So let me go ahead and go back. And then we have apps. Of course, you got your app management in here. Let's see what else. We got app cloner, default apps, disable apps. You can recover system apps, special app access. What else? Security and privacy. So you can scan, everything looks good as you can see here. You can manage your backup. Yeah, just basically security stuff within your device right here. And then you have, you know, your system and updates as well. Security update, let's go ahead and go back. Location settings, do have location services turned on. And look at that, you can get earthquake alerts, Google location accuracy, Google location history, Google location sharing. Let me go ahead and go back. Safety and emergency, let's see anything here, emergency SOS. See what happens if I click on this. Quickly access emergency SOS, press the power button 5 times in quick succession to use emergency SOS. Automatically make an emergency call when you enter the emergency SOS page by pressing the power button 5 times. Okay, got that. Emergency sharing, emergency contacts, medical info. So you can actually, you know, set all that if you want to as well. Go ahead and go back here. Emergency location service, unknown tracker alerts, wireless emergency alerts, emergency alert history. Definitely got a lot here. Okay, battery. So you can see I haven't really used this device today because I'm actually testing out another device right now that I can't really show you guys yet. But yeah, so this device was kind of on the sidelines today, but I decided to still go ahead and make this video, like I said, to help you guys out in learning more about this device right here. You do have a power saving mode, which I never use because battery life is amazing on the OnePlus 12 right here. You can check your battery health if you want to. Smart rapid charging is off, because I want this thing to rapid charge every single time I charge it. Reverse wireless charging, we do have the option to use that if you would like to charge another device using this one wirelessly, of course. Wireless charging settings, you have different settings for that. Quiet charging, bedtime, always. Let me go ahead and go back. Let's see, we got more settings. High performance mode, get the best possible performance out of your device, but may also increase power consumption. Whoa, let me turn that on. I didn't even notice that was turned off. Your device will perform its best. This may increase power consumption and cause your device to heat up. I don't even care. Man, it was performing great before. I didn't even know that option was there. Now I do. Now I'm really curious to see just how much better this device is going to perform. You can optimize your battery use, sleep, standby. Optimization, your device will consume less power and sends fewer notifications when you are asleep. Okay, I'm fine with that. Let's go ahead and go back. Got special features. So it actually offers some special features. We got split view, display 2 apps at once for easier multitasking. Pretty self-explanatory. Flexible window, get more done with floating windows. Nothing we haven't seen before. Quick return, quickly go back to an app by tapping the quick return window. We've got quick launch, access frequently used functions while unlocking your device. Smart sidebar, quickly launch apps or access functions from the sidebar. So I haven't used this. I don't really feel a need to use this, but it's kind of like something that we see on Samsung devices, something they've had before and something that you see with their S Pen. When you pull out the S Pen, I can't show you guys right now because I'm using my S24 Ultra to record this video, but when I pull the S Pen out, it gives me kind of little quick things that I can choose from right here. It's gonna be the same thing with this. You can basically set different apps there on that sidebar. You can turn it on or off. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it off because honestly, I don't really use it, but it is a convenient thing to have there for those of you who do want to quickly access certain apps once you get into your device. You have a kids mode, which is nice for those of you who let your kids use their phone. Simple mode, get larger text, bigger icons, and louder sounds. And you got Zen Space, a flexible app that helps you stay focused. Okay, digital well-being and parental controls. This is something I never look at on any of my devices. I really don't find the need to be quite honest with you guys, but this is what that's gonna look like, I guess. Ways to disconnect, dashboard, bedtime mode. You can set that up, focus mode, manage notifications, do not disturb, heads up, show icon in the app list, and then parental controls, okay? We got additional settings here. So we got system navigation. I am using the gestures, or you can set it to use the buttons down at the bottom. Go ahead and keep it with gestures. Okay, you can hide the gesture guide bar, which I do have hidden. If you show it, it's gonna show that little line down there basically, but I do hide that. Vibrate on back navigation, I do have that turned on. Switch to previous app. Swipe inward from the left or right side of the screen and then hold switch to previous app. You got miss touch prevention, which is nice. Gesture needs 2 swipes to take effect in some full screen scenarios. Sensitive, you can change the sensitivity of that back gesture. I do have it set to the middle for both of these. Oh, and also if you swipe up and hold, you'll be able to see your recent apps drawer as well. So there's that. Let me go back in here. Let's go back. And then we are at location and region, pretty self-explanatory. You can, set your language, set your region. We have apps and app languages. We have keyboard and input method, current keyboard English. You can manage your keyboards if you want to. I do have the Google Voice typing, keyboard location, raised or standard. It's up to you how you want that. We have secure keyboard for passwords, mistouch prevention, personal dictionary, all that good stuff down there. Let's see, what else? We got date and time, pretty self-explanatory here. Set your date, set your time format. You can set up a dual clock if you want to do that. Then you got accessibility. Let's see what's in here. You got general, press power button to end calls, accessibility menu. Let's see, we got vision, magnification, color correction, color inversion, high contrast colors. You got hearing, interaction. So that's gonna be an accessibility. Assistive ball, what is this? Drag the assistive ball to move its position. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Honestly, I'm really not gonna need that, but gesture operations, tap menu, tap to go back. Let's see if I tap this. Oh, okay, so it's on tap to go back. Okay, so that's actually pretty cool. If you don't wanna swipe, you can tap that, or you can tap to bring up the menu. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave that off. I don't need that. I don't know, some of you may. Gestures and motions, screen off gestures. When the screen is off, you specify gestures on the screen for quick access. Double tap to wake, turn on, or I already have that on. Draw a 0 to open camera. That's pretty cool. Draw a V to turn the flashlight on or off. You got music control. So pretty cool there. Little gesture settings, I guess. Raise to wake, lift to ear to answer calls. So it'll automatically answer the call for you once you lift it up to your ear. Pretty cool. I'll go ahead and get that turned off though. Auto switch to receiver, flip to mute incoming calls. Go ahead and turn that on. There we go. Go ahead, go back. We got one-handed mode, pretty self-explanatory there. Turn that on or off. Let's see, we got the power button. You can double click the power button to turn on the camera, which I do have on. Press and hold the power button for voice assistant, but I actually want the power menu. So we can go ahead and have that option. Let's see, screenshot. 3 fingers to swipe down for a screenshot, 3-finger touch and hold, take a partial or scrolling screenshot. Power and volume down buttons to take a screenshot. I can give you a tutorial if you want to. Delete original image after editing, which I do have turned off. Delete screenshot after context extraction. I do have that turned off. Screenshot notifications. Notify me when apps detect screenshots. Screenshot sound, that's turned on. I'm going to turn that off. I don't need that. Left or right. All right, let's go ahead and go back. And basically what that left and right is the little, let's see, where were we? Okay, I kind of lost it. Okay, screenshot. Basically what this little left and right is the little, and after you take a screenshot, it's gonna give you a little mini image of it. So you can decide on whether you want it on the left side or the right side. Okay, going to screen recording, record system sound at maximum volume. You can turn that on or off, record microphone sound. Definition, I want that on high. There we go. See, frame rate, dynamic, 60 frames per second, 30, 24, 15. You set the frame rate for that. Indicator location, record front camera video, record video with the front camera when taking a screen recording. So nice little feature there. You can give your reaction to whatever it is you're doing on your screen. Show screen touches, video coding format. Let's see, what else do we got? Touch appearance in video calls. Not really sure what that is. No supported apps. Okay, so we don't need that right now. Schedule power on or off. I don't need that. Pretty self-explanatory. OTG connection, get better compatibility with peripheral devices, including earphones and USB drives. Then you have system services, enhanced intelligent services. Enhanced intelligent services is an underlying service that supports device function and improves the user experience based on how you use your device. All right, then we got backup and reset, which I'm not going to do. Basically, you can reset your phone, you can back up and migrate, go into your Google account and back that up. And that is everything for additional settings. Then you have your about your device, of course, OnePlus 12 running Oxygen OS 14, giving me my storage, 512 gigabyte model, 5400 milliamp battery, running the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, giving me the camera specs right there, 32 megapixel front-facing camera. So we got the specs there, Android version, legal stuff, all that other stuff. Experience improvement programs, join user experience program, system stability improvement program. I don't need to do any of that. And yeah, I think that's about it. You got your user and accounts, OnePlus account, got my Twitter, got my email. What else? Got Google. All right. Help and feedback. And that is it. That is a deep dive into the settings here of the OnePlus 12. Am I forgetting anything? I'm really not sure. I mean, if we go into camera, we can take a quick look at the camera settings here if you guys want. If I click on these 3 lines up here, you can change up the aspect ratio for pictures. You got 1:1, 4:3, 16:9. You got full. You can set up a timer. HDR is on auto. You got interval settings, interval shooting, number of shots. Let's see, you got your actual camera settings. Turn the watermark on or off. As you can see, I did have the grid turned on just to make sure. It just helps me get things center when, taking photos. I do have the level turned on, shutter sound, mirror selfie, add location tags, preserve settings, shooting mode, start camera in the shooting mode, used last time for example, portrait, creative effects, exposure settings, pro settings. Let's see, what else do we have here? Shooting methods, tap to capture, show palm, touch and hold shutter button to record video, default wide angle focal length, QR code scanning. Yeah, so these are gonna be all the camera settings. Video, you got audio mode, smart, focus look, high efficiency video, volume button action, quick action, show dirty lens warning. Of course, you do want that. That way you don't forget. And then you have your different camera modes. You got master, video, photo, portrait. You got more like night, high res, panel, movie, slow-mo, time lapse, text scanner, dual view video, which is, I did show in my 4K video test with this device right here. So go check that out if you'd like to. Long exposure mode, tilt shift, and X pan. And yeah, so that is it for the camera settings here. If you swipe up, let's see, does it switch lenses? No, it doesn't, but this does. You can switch to the selfie lens as you can see there. And yeah, I think that is it. I think that's a pretty deep enough dive here into the OnePlus 12 to really get to know your device. So yeah, y'all let me know what you think. Of course, we do have the slider up here as well, which is going to, you can put it on ring, vibrate, or silent. Go ahead and keep it on vibrate. And yeah, I think 40 minutes for a video is long enough. Y'all let me know your thoughts down in the comment sections below. I really hope this video was able to help anybody out. If you did even make it this far, probably not, but if you did, huge thanks to you guys for watching this video. If you did like it and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any future video to come. Thanks so much for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.